Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope, Brooke's delusional daughter, is finally turned on. Brooke is fed up with Hope and her self-centered, poor-me attitude in the bold and the beautiful spoilers. Hope Logan keeps turning to Carter Walton for comfort, believing that he will make things better. After what Steffi Forrester Finnegan just did to her line, she at least wants him to leave Forrester Creations. But since he seems to love Ridge Forrester more than Hope, Carter could prefer to stick with his best friend. Hope has another outburst, and this time, not even her mother can handle it. Hope has always been pampered by Brooke Logan, but she is no longer able to do so. She implores Hope to accept some accountability for her own behavior. By kissing John Finnegan and pressuring Carter to do something terrible, she contributed to the mess. Yes, he came up with the plan, but Hope made sure he followed through. Daphne Rose still desires Carter for herself, even as Hope regrets what transpired with Carter. He will therefore never be able to understand why she actually came to Los Angeles. Steffi, who for once had a friend, is taken aback by Daphne's entreaties. Daphne has fallen for Carter when he may still be infatuated with Hope, and Steffi feels that her scheme worked a bit too well. What a twisted knot it is. Luna Nozawa, the owner's granddaughter, is settling down nicely at Il Giordano. She killed 2 men there, so what? All that matters is that she is now sorry for that. Her becoming a serial killer is also justified by the fact that she was raised by a flighty single mother and was unaware of her father. Luna is now focusing on Will Spencer. She is certain that she has at last found the right young man, so she can't resist flirting with him when she sees him at the restaurant. Will might wish to give his dad's pet project another look. Is Will's false dating trap for Luna a copy of Bill's strategy? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Will Spencer may put up a phony dating trap for Luna Nozawa. Could Will try to put Luna back in jail, following in Bill Spencer's footsteps? Fans will remember how Bill set up a trap to permanently imprison Sheila Sharp by pretending to fall in love with her. Maybe Will could have a similar plot in which he sets up Luna for a big fall by seeming as though he falls for her. Steffi Forrester may even get so desperate that she enlists Will in such a plot. Steffi might devise another scheme with Will being closer to Luna, because hers with Daphne Rose worked so well. On the other hand, Will might think of this assignment on his own. Will might choose to make amends for his father's wrongdoing, and help Bill realize that Luna still deserves to be put in the slammer. It's obvious that Luna is smitten with Will, and wants to eventually make him her man. Will might create the situation for him to trick Luna by persuading Elektra Forrester that they ought to have a fictitious public split. Will might then act as though he's reacting to Luna's attempts to woo him. Maybe Will could make Luna believe that she is attracting him when, in reality, he is attracting her. Will might lay a trap of some kind that would lead to Luna being apprehended for a subsequent offense. At the very least, it might be a frame-up in which Luna appears to be deeply culpable and suffers the consequences. Will's arrangement might help with Steffi's forecast that Luna will be sent back to prison. Will might have the best chance of winning Luna's trust and surprising her with his deceit. Naturally, if Will starts to feel something for Luna, it may become tricky. In any case, Will might pretend to date Luna and cause problems for both parties. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Will soon learn more about Luna's interest in him, which could result in some unexpected revelations. Family problems between Sheila and Deacon strain their marriage. Sheila Carter Sharp never expected to find love, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. However, she did so after becoming married to Deacon Sharp. But this strong couple's happiness is threatened by family problems. The acceptance of a birth son is typically a happy occasion. This was not the case with Sheila, who received a forceful slap across the face from John Finnegan's wife following Steffi Forrester Finnegan's. Deacon is unlikely to slap Luna Nozawa, but she will be avoided. As Sheila welcomed Finn's daughter and granddaughter into the family, her first outcry upon seeing Luna enter Il Giardino quickly turned into a kiss. Anyone who tries to murder someone else will always be considered suspect. On that fatal day in the recent past, Sheila fired 2 shots at Steffi, the first of which entered Finn. Like the first shot, the second was fired at close range. Fortunately, neither character perished because Wood and Novlin were both excellent cast members. Luna purposefully brought up the fact that Sheila is fiercely devoted to her ancestry. After being rejected by her parents, Yamada's character correctly assumed that her grandmother would provide acceptance. Since then, Eric Sharp, the deacon's son, has vanished from sight. On the sister program The Young and the Restless, Field Kate played this part. Becky Moore, Eric's mother, passed away from cancer. He was adopted by Amber Moore, her cousin. One significant aspect of Deacon's life is his daughter from his marriage to Brooke Logan. He attributes his optimism throughout his protracted incarceration to his letters with Hope Logan. Hope was just dismissed by Steffi. Carter Walton's return of Forrester Creations to the Forrester family is seen by Noelle's character as a breach of trust. She will therefore need to rely on her father. When Hope and Brooke speak, that will be reaffirmed. Sheila's granddaughter is named Luna. Deacon's daughter is named Hope. However, there will be a line in the soapy sand because Luna and Hope do not exchange blood. Because Luna is his wife's granddaughter, Deacon is hesitant to accept her. Sheila hasn't said anything about Hope because she doesn't like her. Given the foregoing, it makes sense that Sheila would think Deacon should support Luna in spite of the 2 killings she carried out at Il Giardino. Sheila will undoubtedly say that she has helped him with his family problems, since viewers are aware that Sharp's family conflicts are getting worse as spring approaches. The realization that Finn was her father momentarily halted Luna's obsession with Will. Grandma Sheila put a very awkward kiss on Luna's lips, because that also signified that Sheila was her grandma. But for Luna, next week is all steam ahead. She says to Will at Il Giardino, "Your family has been really encouraging to me, Will. I want to do the same. We'll run." Carter was so ashamed of what he had done that he destroyed the LLC and gave Forrester back to Ridge, Eric and Steffi. Steffi requested to her family that Hope be expelled from the company, thus Carter was forced to face the consequences with Hope. Hope and her line were out, and Steffi got what she wanted. Carter found himself in a difficult situation, though when he and Brooke were permitted to remain. Hope approaches Carter and says, "We're a team. Don't allow them to separate us." Will Carter decide to remain at Forrester or depart with Hope? Daphne played a crucial role in persuading Carter that by betraying Ridge, he had changed into someone he was not. She ate away at him little by little. But in the process, Daphne fell in love with Carter, and maybe he feels the same way about her. Daphne informs Steffi the following week that Carter, he can never know about our plan. "You really fell for the guy, haven't you?" Steffi responds. Grandma Sheila has helped Luna find a new job and a new house. It appears that the young lady is a direct descendant of her parents. Luna returns to her cunning ways this week by becoming close to Will. Will visits to Giardino, and Luna strikes up a conversation with him. Luna claims that his family has shown her such kindness, and she feels compelled to return the kind. Will's father has already fallen for Luna's charm. Will he follow suit? The Forresters formally regained ownership of their business last week. Hope was fired as Steffi's primary priority. She did, however, give Carter another chance by letting him continue working at Forrester Creations. Hope stated that she expects Carter to accompany her on her departure, and that they work as a team. Carter, who is torn, will have to make a tough choice that he hopes he won't regret.